Brought to you by Penguin.
The Energy Fix: 5 Steps to Feeling Less Tired. Written and read by me, Karina Antram. Introduction. It's not normal to feel tired all day, every day. This might surprise you. Everyone's tired, aren't they? Perhaps you think that tiredness is the trade-off for holding down a successful job, having a family, hobbies, and an active social life. Well, I want you to realise that it's not, and that life doesn't have to be this way. Your tiredness might be mild, or it might have become debilitating. It could be a recent experience or a long-standing issue. Perhaps it started with a dip in your performance at work, or maybe you dropped some balls in your personal life. Maybe everything slowly got harder and you're not sure when. You might worry that you've lost your edge, or you feel more irritable or emotional than normal. You might even have reached burnout already and lack the energy to do anything at all. On top of that, you're probably masking your symptoms from your family, friends, and co-workers, which in itself is exhausting. Perhaps you're even in denial about how tired you feel. You might have tried countless solutions, or you might have tried nothing at all. Why? Because you're too tired. One thing I do know is that if you've got this book, then you must be fed up with the way you're feeling. The sluggishness, brain fog, mild tension headaches, the random aches and pains, the weakness and the gut problems. Because these are a few of the many symptoms that often accompany ongoing fatigue. Tiredness, whether mild or debilitating, is your body trying to tell you something. It's saying that whatever you're doing to keep it operating each day isn't working. Something is not right, and the symptoms you're feeling are your body's way of screaming to be heard. This book will help you listen to that cry. It will give you the tools to gain control over your energy and teach you how to never feel tired again. This is exactly the book I needed when I first burnt out. I never used to think about my health. I was a typical student, drinking copious amounts of alcohol, eating pizza at 3 a.m, and generally enjoying a complete disregard for my body. At the time, I felt invincible. Why would I not? I was having fun, not working, and had very little stress in my life. However, the telltale signs of fatigue had already started to show. I was making frequent trips to the doctor about stomach pains, lethargy, and sluggishness. I had poor quality sleep and I didn't exercise. In fact, I was pretty unhealthy. Not that I cared much at the time. But after leaving university, when responsibilities like finding a job and moving to London started to creep up on me, I began to realise that my lifestyle wasn't serving me well. While working in HR for a well-known consultancy, I started to find it hard to sleep. No matter what I did, I just couldn't switch off my whirring mind, and I'd wake up feeling uneasy. This quickly turned into full-blown insomnia, and I started to feel rather strange. I remember going to the gym and not being able to lift even 2-kilogram weights, which were as little as a bag of apples. I had to shower in the bath, as I couldn't hold the shower head to wash my hair. Then my symptoms quickly became worse. I started to have panic attacks in the morning on the way into the office, and I'd have to calm myself down in the bathroom. It was as if the initial small stresses had eventually layered on top of each other, like a Victoria sponge cake, catapulting me into a full burnout. The turning point came one day when I arrived at work feeling as though I was having some sort of strange out-of-body experience. My mind felt completely disconnected from my body. My boss asked me a question, and all I was able to muster in a very slow, strange voice was, "I don't know the answer to that." She looked startled, and I knew at that moment I really wasn't very well. I couldn't even describe what was wrong with me. All I knew was that I felt very odd. It was like I had cotton wool in place of a brain. I went straight to the occupational psychologist to ask her what might be wrong. She said that I had burnout and told me to go home. I remember feeling a range of emotions: embarrassment, shame, fear. I didn't know anyone who had been through a similar experience. I distinctly remember feeling most worried about what my boss and team would think, and hoping.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?